Alright, first we're going to build the front landing support. You're going to take the pieces for the front landing support, and then we're just going to glue these together. You're going to put glue on the top of each one of these posts. And then you're going to set the top piece in place. And then we're going to screw those pieces together using the number 4 1/2-inch flathead screws. And you're going to do the exact same thing for the rear landing supports. And next we're going to take these screw covers. There's 2 large ones and 4 smaller ones. You're just going to glue these in place over the screws. And you're going to do this for the front and rear landing supports. And now we're going to add magnets. You're going to take 2 magnets out of your box here. And there's a cutout there for magnets. So you actually want to glue those in. I did not glue those, but glue that in to the bottom. And then there's a top piece. You're just going to put a little bit of glue on the magnet and then attach that top piece. And do the same for the rear landing support. It's going to be 2 magnets on each side. Again, make sure you glue those into the base first before just inserting them. And then you're going to glue on the 2 top pieces. And when you're done with that, set those aside and let them dry. Alright, now we're going to assemble the rear booster section. You're going to take these 3 main pieces, and this edge is the bottom. Make sure the bottoms line up. And these actually snap together, but we are going to glue them in place. Now, if the glue gets a little messy, that's okay. You can always clean it up afterwards using Goo Gone. So go ahead and slap the glue on, and you can clean the rest off later. So now on the front, we're left with seams, and I wanted to have a way to cover that. So I separated these rear boosters onto separate pieces, and now we're just going to glue those on. There should be 4 of these total. And you're just going to glue these in place. It should fit nicely into place, but make sure all the details and all the little greebles line up when you're putting this in place. All 4 of these pieces are the same, so it doesn't really matter where you put them. And this is what it looks like when you're done with that. And now we're going to add these other detail pieces. These detail pieces just help to cover up the seam. And we're just going to glue those in place. And that's what that should look like. And next we're going to add these rear boosters. Just going to take a little bit of glue, and we're going to glue those in place. And you can use the grooves on the booster to make sure that it lines up properly. Alright, so I did not like how these angled edges on the ends turned out. So I decided to make accessory pieces that covered these. And so there's a bunch of those tiny little pieces. I printed them vertically so they printed out better with more detail. And you're just going to break off these back parts, and you're going to be left with a bunch of little slats. And this is what you're going to end up with, 4 rows of 6. Take a moment to line those up from smallest to biggest. And then you're going to glue these all in place. But before you glue them, take a moment to take each slat and see where it fits onto the angled piece. Each slat is angled in a particular way, so there are certain top pieces and certain bottom pieces. Make sure everything fits properly before you glue it. and then glue each piece on. Once you have everything glued, then you can take a moment to line everything up and make sure everything is straight and aligned properly. Now this is kind of a tedious step, but I think it's worth it. In the end, it will look much better than what it did before. And this is what it looks like. I think it looks better. Again, make sure everything's nice and straight before it dries, and it should turn out great. And once all that dries, you can flip it over, and we're going to add these little detail pieces. These pieces just cover the little gap on either side, and you're just going to glue those in place. And the rear booster section is now complete. You can now add the stickers that were shown in the sticker video. Alright, so now we have to attach the floors into these computer console bays, and we're going to screw those in. Alright, you're going to fit this in and then screw it in place with some 3/8 inch number 4 screws, the round top kind. You're going to put 2 on this side, and then you're going to put 1 on the other side. The holes should all line up, and it should fit just like this. And now you're going to do the other side. The other side is a little bit different because of the entrance ramp area, but the floor goes where the cutout is, where the little feet cutout is, and this is going to fit right in here like this. And make sure the screw holes line up, and you're going to use the number 4 by 3/8 inch screws, again, the round top kind. You're going to put 2 on this side, and the other side you're going to use a flathead screw. That's going to be the number 4 1/2 inch. You're going to put 1 of those on this side. Again, this is the flathead screw, which is different than the other side. And now we're going to put this sticker on. We could not put this sticker on before because of the screw. The sticker will cover this screw. So you can either stick it on or glue it on, however you chose to do your stickers. And now we're going to assemble the entrance ramp. Basically, you're going to need 2 flathead nails, super skinny, as small as you can find. You're going to need 2 of those, and they're just going to insert into the hole right here. You can tap these in with a hammer or gently tap them in with some type of tool, and this is what it should look like. And now we're going to add the entrance ramp to the single PC console. It's going to fit into these holes right here. Make sure the sticker side is up, and we're putting this in now because it's going to be too hard to add later. It's just going to be loose, but this is what it should look like. Alright, now we're ready to assemble the frame. You're going to start with these 2 back pieces, and these are going to screw together with number 6 1/2 inch screws. I recommend using a screwdriver with a magnetized tip. Some of these screw holes are kind of hard to get to, and a magnetized tip will help tremendously. And this is what it's going to look like when it's done. Put a screw here. There's going to be 1 on the side here, and then 2 screws at this end cap here, and then right here. And you're going to do the same for the other side. Screw these 2 halves together. You're going to use the same size screws. This is the number 6 1/2 inch screw. You're going to put a screw here, again on the side, and then 2 on the end part. These are kind of hidden, but that's where they're at. And next you're going to screw together the 2 front halves of the ship using the same size screws. And then you're going to glue in this storage bay floor panel. And now you're going to screw together the 2 side pieces of each side of the ship, the left and right hand side, using the same size screws. And this is what that should look like. And now you're going to attach the 2 side frame pieces to the main cockpit walls. Keep in mind the tops of all 3 pieces, the magnet holes here, are on the side pieces, and then there's an edge, the top edge of the cockpit walls. And you're going to see the 2 screw holes in the front match up with these 2 screw holes. And you're just going to screw that together. And you're going to use the number 6 1/2-inch screws for these. There's also a screw hole in the back. You're going to use the same size screw for that as well. And you're going to do the same thing for the other side of the frame. And next we're going to be attaching the front frame section. But before we do that, we need to attach this little accessory piece. This goes on the back, on the top section here. And you're going to use 2 of the number 6 1/2-inch screws for this. And now we're ready to attach the front frame section. We're going to screw it together. You're going to find 4 holes on each side. And that's what you're going to use to screw these together. You're going to use the number 6 1/2-inch screws and screw it together just like this. And next we're going to attach the rear frame sections. This is going to screw together exactly the same way. There's going to be 4 holes on each side, and you're going to use the same size screws, the number 6 1/2-inch screws. And you're going to do the same thing for the other side. There should be 4 holes, and you're going to use the same size number 6 1/2-inch screws for these holes. And next we're going to attach the rear booster section. And this is the bottom. Make sure that is oriented properly compared to the rest of the frame. And then this is going to fit in that side piece like that, and then the other side is going to fit in there. You'll see that there's 2 screw holes on each side, and they should all line up. And now you're going to screw those together using the number 4 1/2-inch screws. These are the flathead screws. And next we're going to add these little pieces. There should be 2 on each side, 4 total. These are going to fit right on top of these 2 molded screw holes. And this is just an extra bracket to add stability. You're going to use the number 6 1/2-inch screws for both of those holes. And you're going to repeat the process on the bottom as well. 2 more of the same size screws. Alright, now we're going to assemble the bottom frame. You're going to take 2 blocks or 2 books or something that you can set the frame on so that it stays level. And then we're going to attach these 2 frame pieces. Okay, so the L-shaped piece has a little hole right here that fits right into here. And so just set that in place for now just so you can see where it goes. And it should line up with the frame piece. And then you're going to take this piece and find a little screw hole, fit that into this little space right here, and this should line up with the rest of the frame. And now we're going to glue these together. Just put glue on the pieces of the frame that connects with the bottom frame and line it up accordingly. Same thing with the other side. You just need to put glue on the frame where it connects and set it in place so that it's aligned with the frame. This is what it should look like. Once that's dry, we can continue the assembly process. You're going to take this floor piece and find the beveled edges. The beveled edges go on the bottom, so the top should be nice and flat. This should line up the screw holes. There should be 4 tabs that will line up. You're gonna set this in place for now. And then you're gonna take this riser piece and fit this in over top. You'll see the screw hole should match up. This is actually upside down, so you're gonna flip it up. And these little notches on each side should fit with the frame. So fit that in place. And this should all snap together and kind of stay together. You just gotta kind of move things around to all the pieces kind of snap in place. Might take you a little bit, but it should all fit together perfectly. And now you're gonna flip this over and we're gonna screw these pieces together with the number 6 1/2-inch screws. There should be 6 places for the screws to go, and you'll see that in just a second. And this is what it looks like. There's 2 screws in the front and 2 on each side. And next we need to attach this stair section. We're gonna screw this on at 2 locations, right here and right here. And we're going to use 2 of the number 6 1/2-inch screws, and this is what it looks like when it's attached. And this section is done for now. You can set this aside because we need to work on the cockpit floor. You're going to take these 2 floor pieces and you're going to break off all of these support pieces. Again, I choose to print things vertically because I feel like my printers print with much more detail vertically. It does a better job hiding the layer lines, and I just like the way it looks better than when I print things flat. And when you're done with that, we're gonna screw this bottom piece onto the 2 floor pieces. And we're going to use 6 of the number 6 1/2-inch screws, but do not screw them all the way through. Screw just enough so that the 2 pieces connect, and then the tip of the screw pokes out the bottom. And this is what it should look like. And now we need to attach the floor to the bottom of the frame, so the screws that are poking out should fit into the holes in the bottom of the frame, and you're just going to screw those all the way in. Now there's 2 openings in the floor, but those will be covered with the bottom panels once we put those on. And now we're going to attach the bottom frame piece that we assembled earlier. Now this may be a tight fit and it might be a little bit awkward, but everything should fit if all the parts printed properly. So you're gonna make sure everything aligns properly. There should be a screw hole right here that lines up. And same thing on the other side, a screw hole that lines up. Same thing with back here in the back corner. There should be screw holes right here that line up. And also right here in the other corner, screws that line up. For the 2 front screws, we're going to use number 6 1/2-inch screws here, and then also in this hole right here. And in the back, you're going to use the number 4 3/8-inch screws, 2 of those on each side. And there's also 5 screw holes along the back. We're going to use the number 6 1/2-inch screws for those. And there's one more frame piece we need to attach, this little T piece. This is going to go on the back section right here. And you're going to attach those using 2 number 6 1/2-inch screws. And now we are officially done with the bottom frame. And now we're going to add the bridge walkway. This is pretty simple. This just fits in here like this, and we're going to screw this in place. We're going to use 2 of the number 4 1/2-inch screws for these top screw holes. And there's 2 screw holes on the front and then 2 on the side, and then there's going to be smaller screw holes along these edges right here. These front 4 screws are going to be the number 6 1/2-inch screws, and again there's 4 of those. And for the sides, you're going to use 3 of the number 4 1/2-inch screws. It's going to be 3 on each side by the stairs.